Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to an all-new Gwent deck video. Today we will check out, for the first time since the start of the open beta, we will check out some Northern Realms deck featuring HENSELT as our leader, which has the ability to deploy him and then summon all copies of a bronze ally. So for that you need to have a bronze ally on the board. You cannot just choose one out of your deck. You need to target one bronze ally from the board. Right now Northern Realms is arguably the worst class to play, but with the incoming balance patch, a lot of the cards are getting buffed, so you can expect that Northern Realms in its total power level is increasing here, so you will see more Northern Realms decks in the next couple of weeks, I would assume. And right now, the only deck you might face is the HENSELT deck that is using the Reaver Hunters. The Reaver Hunters are 3 bronze cards that you have in your deck. When you play the Reaver Hunter, you will boost all copies of its unit by 1, wherever they are. So that includes the hand, deck, and so on. And also a trio effect is, so when you have 3 of the Reaver Hunters in one row, you will damage the highest enemy by half its power, rounding down and ignoring armor. So that on the other hand means, because HENSELT allows you to get all the bronze cards out of your deck, you can just play 1 Reaver Hunter on the board, and then you would spawn all the other Reaver Hunters out of your deck with the HENSELT, and that will be a lot of points. And it will be even more points if you create a 4th copy of the Reaver Hunter, which is of course possible with the Operator. So your strategy is normally in your first round to play a lot of weather effects with the ARETUZA ADEPT, which allows you to play a random bronze weather card from your deck. So you will then weaken the units from your opposing side. Then try to win the first round with that. You will also try to play the Operator, create a 4th copy of the Reaver Hunter. Then also spawn the Reaver Hunters here. So trying to win on the first round with a lot of power, with a lot of damage on your opponent's side. Then for the second round, you just want to play CIRI or maybe the THALER, for example. With that you can deploy, draw 2 cards, and you keep 1 and shuffle the other back. Set the spy unit, so your opponent's getting the 11 points, but you're getting an extra card. You also then play the CIRI, gives you another extra card when you lose the round because you're getting the CIRI back in your hand. For the last round then, you will play the NENNEKE. You will shuffle up to 3 cards from your graveyard into your deck, and that will be then the Reaver Hunters that you have played earlier in the game. So in round 1, you get then 3 Reaver Hunters back in your deck. Then you can just get those back with the reinforcements, play a unit from your deck, then shuffle the others back. So you will then pick up 1 Reaver Hunter out of your deck. Or if you still have 1 Reaver Hunter in your hand, you will play the Reaver Hunter and then play the HENSELT. That is then spawning all the Reaver Hunters. So for the last round, the Reaver Hunters will then provide you with potentially 40 to 50 points on the board, which is really insane and very hard to counter for your opponent. He can do so with, of course, stuff like a Scorch, Geralt Igni, or the VILLENTRETENMERTH here, the big dragon that we are also running. Problem will be for him if the Reaver Hunters are not all at the same power level. So you need to make sure that you're not getting 4 Reaver Hunters on the board that have all, for example, 10 points or something like that, because then he's just dropping a Scorch or the dragon and just clearing everything. So that's not what you like to see. You want to make sure that the Reaver Hunters have not all the same power level. So keep that in mind, otherwise you might be going down pretty hard. So the deck is counterable easily if your opponent is running the right cards, but if not, you will have a good time with the deck. Still, Northern Realms is the weakest faction at the moment, but expect that is changing with the balance patch. So Northern Realms should be increasing in power, and maybe then also the other 2 leaders are viable again. So the RAGH and also the Foltest. We will see about that. And for now, I would say we're trying the deck out a bit on the ladder. I'm currently nearly rank 15, if I remember correctly. So played a bit yesterday, and I'm just missing 50 or 60 points for that. So let's go now on the ladder and see how the deck is performing. So guys, game 1, and this one will be against Crush and Crate. So a Skelliger deck with probably the Morquark in it, with maybe the Olgierd in it. One of those. So we have Rain here, we have Biting Frost. Definitely not interested in keeping those because you just want to get those with the Adept. Also the ROACH, NENNEKE, Operator, CIRI. So we have to just replace the weather cards here. Get a Reaver Hunter. And dropping the ROACH. So on also 1 Bear. Alright, so we will just start with the Operator, of course, creating another Reaver Hunter. So it gives us additional power later in the game. And of course your opponent cannot do that much with the Reaver Hunter. There's a Savage Bear. But for you, we are just dropping the Adept here, spawning from weather effects. So let's see Rain. Healing 2 on the bear. And just a ship. Okay. I don't care too much for the ship right now. So we might even just shaggle that. Normally the Morquark is a better choice to shaggle. I'm not sure if we really want to target the Wild Boar of the Sea. Probably. I mean, we could. Otherwise, if he's just dropping the Morquark as well, he's buffing those. Yeah, let's just do that on the Wild Boar. So the bear is going down. The Wild Boar is going down in a couple of turns. If he's getting rid of the weather, we will just spawn more adepts here, no problem.
What is it?
And there's a hunter hitting the operator. So yeah, let's just go for another adept. Which is then also spawning a blue stripes. So the Biting Frost is coming. The first one wasn't spawning because he was directly getting hit by the bear. That's also changing, so at least that should change. Guess so. With the next balance patch. Because then the bear is just hitting after the effect is in place. So I guess then also the Blue Stripes Commando is spawning first. Have to wait and see how that is going. Well, then let's just go for the Reaver Hunter here. These two units are constantly getting damaged now. He's currently only at 10, but of course you can just play the leader. Or you can just clear the skies, and that means we are just dropping the last Adept. We'll go for that. Adept is spawning, we're getting the last Blue Stripes Commando as well out of the deck. We are getting another Rain, so that is coming in the front row. Because he's definitely, if he's spawning the Morquark here, that is also coming in the front row. Yeah, let's just hit the operator here twice, I guess. The operator is going down to 2. Oh, he's hitting... Wait, he's not hitting the operator, he's hitting the Reaver Scout. Interesting. They are currently 5 points ahead. We are even in cards, so nice little advantage here on our side. If we just drop every Reaver Hunter here in the front row and in the middle row, then we have the problem that our opponent can just kill those easily. So I would say we will just drop that here in the back row. Still, both rows are under 20 points, so we cannot use a Gabeligni. But you can of course use some Ragnarok. And then we're definitely interested in dropping the next Reaver Hunter as well in the row here. And let's just drop that here in the middle row. So it is 45 to 17 points. We are way ahead at the moment. Also, we are getting constantly damage from the Ragnarok now. That will be 6 each turn. We still have the chance to use a Roar. He's now spawning the Morquark, which is then going down to 10, so damaged, and he's losing 2 every turn. That means we are still 8 ahead. Guess we're going for the Roar here. Let's just play that on the Reaver Scout. And then dropping it here on the back row. So it's 49 to 31, or 29 rather, because he's getting another 2 damage. He has 1 Reaver Scout, the Reaver Hunter in his hand. And 3 unknown cards. It's just another Hunter on his side, is dealing 3 damage. So we're still a bit ahead. He's getting another 2 points. I don't think we can play another card here. If we drop the CIRI, then we are definitely winning the round. So if we are passing now, he's going down to 33, so he just needs to play one more card. He's playing the Reaver Scout, he is of course, the Reaver Hunter, not the Reaver Scout, sorry. He's playing the Reaver Hunter, that is more than enough points, because we're getting another 6 here in our face. We just stopped the CIRI, we are not getting any card advantage. Yeah, I guess we have to play the CIRI, to be honest. Then he's just passing. Because otherwise it doesn't make sense for him. We will obviously pass the next turn. And he's of course still spawning the Morquark next round again, so that's another 8 on his side. There you go. Which on the other hand of course also means that if we just pass instantly on the next round, our opponent is not forced to play another card, so we can just leave that with the Morquark and winning the round. And there's the reinforcements, yeah, that's exactly what we need, so we will play the Nenneke. The rest is totally fine, we'll just use that. We will play the Nenneke, then we are getting the Reaver Hunters back in our deck. Plus that's 8 points, so our opponent needs to play something. That is 1, that is 2, and the last one as well. Okay, he's buffing the Morquark. We cannot continue here. There is nothing really that we want to play. If we are not going for a victory right now, we could just play reinforcements, get the Reaver Hunters out, and then See if we can win with that, but that's a long shot. So let's just pass here. Then opponent has one more card. He's spawning the Morquak again, so he's also starting with 7 points. And that's a bit of a problem. So I'm really looking forward to get at least one gold card here. If we're getting a Reaver Hunter, we will just drop that, because we just get this back anyway. Okay, there is a gold card, so VERNON ROACH. Guess that's strong enough. Guess that is strong enough. So there might be something else that is better, but let's just keep that. There's a chance that we are just getting a worse card. Pretty high. So we have 7 cards to go. 3 of those will be Reaver Hunters. And we can just get the Reaver Hunters with the reinforcements anyway. We just have to keep that. Paul needs to start.
What do you need?
Going for the Reaver. And he is spawning. You could pick the Wild Boar. There you go. Picking the Wild Boar of the Sea. We can then, for example, use the VERNON ROACH here. And we could just kill the Reaver, so he's not able to decoy that, for example. And then we can also spawn some Blue Stripes Commando. Let's go for that. Plus we are spawning... no, we have already played the Roach. Yeah, we have already played the Roach. Let's just hit the Wild Boar of the Sea. We are spawning one Blue Stripes Commando here. The Morquak is now constantly getting buffed through the Wild Boar of the Sea. Oh, and he's also playing the Light Longship. So we will now go for the DETHMOLD, which is spawning some nice little... Let's see. Rain is only hitting the Wild Boar of the Sea, but then that is going down. So we could also, on the other hand, just play the Aldo Thunder and kill the Light Longship here. That would be an option. I like that more. Yeah, the Rain is not doing enough damage over time because that's only 3 more rounds to go.
Bow before modern Freya.
Going for the ship again, I would assume. There you go, ship again. I mean, it's only 2 more cards to go. So the thing that we have to do is we just have to keep our Reaver Hunter here alive. There's the 12-point Reaver Hunter. That is spawning here. So if he's not able to kill the Reaver Hunter, we are good to go and winning the game, for sure. Okay, that's just the all get, no problem. He cannot kill the Reaver Hunter, so we're just dropping triple Reaver Hunters here in the row and 1 in the other row. And with that, we are good to go. He has 1 more card. Is that true? That's 1 more card, right? So all get is coming. 1 more card to go. We will just now drop the HENSELT. We of course get more Reaver Hunters here. So that is 1. That is another one. And the other one is spawning in the front row. So just like that, we have over 80 points on the board. Plus he's getting damage. He's down to 27 with the last card. He cannot do much. That is just a small little Shieldsmith. So it's going up to 36 and we are instantly winning the game. Our second game will be against the Monsters deck who is running the Aradine. So normally what you are seeing right now is most of them Dagon. So Aradine is not that often anymore on the ladder. Let's see, we don't need the Rain or the Frost here, so definitely dropping those. It's a CIRI, which is great, Reaver Scout, so we can definitely work with that. I would say we just keep in the hand, that's good. Operator for 1 Reaver Hunter here, we have NENNEKE. That's definitely what we are looking for. Let's just finish redrawing. Starting here, and so if we are starting, we're just going for the Operator first. Of course, we are getting another Reaver Hunter. That's what you are always looking forward. And our opponent is unexpected, playing the Wild Hunt Hound, so summoning some Biting Frost. We will then just drop the Adept, also spawning some Rain here. Hit the Wild Hunt Hound with that, plus we are spawning the Blue Stripes Commando, getting an additional 3 points of value on the board. Oh, and this one is a bit bad. So with the Nithral, he's now dealing 2 points of damage. But we also have 1 Biting Frost, so if we are getting our Biting Frost, we are also spawning 2 points of damage. Let's see, let's just get down to another Adept. So we're also then spawning another Blue Stripes Commando, and there's the Biting Frost, so we're definitely going for the back row there, hitting the Nithral. So we just need 2 turns and then the Nithral is going down, plus he's losing the Wild Hunt Hound here on the front row. He's saving the Nithral. Alright, so how about then just a bear here on the Operator, but probably doing that a bit later in the game. For now, let's just drop the THALER here. We're getting... oh, VERNON ROACH, yeah, that's good. So, next turn we're using then the bear on the Operator, so he's going down with the Water Hack. See what he's doing. Could use the Clear Skies. Going for the Clear Skies, yeah. So we are just then using the bear here on the operator, saving that. Let's just get that in the... let's drop that here in the front row. So currently he is 1 point ahead. And just more weather. And I really just want to go now for the Ragnarok. So we're dealing 9 points. Plus he needs to use some clear skies. He has used the war tag already, so this clear skies is out. Which means he needs another one in his hand. Otherwise the round is probably lost for him. Yeah, he's just passing now. Which is not bad. Not bad at all. We will just drop one Reaver Hunter here. And with that we're winning the round. Because he's getting 9 points of damage here. And we are still at 19. So the first round is a victory. We have the CIRI to get to a little card advantage. And I would expect, so far we haven't seen a single Harpy, so no Harpy X so far. Oh, we don't like the Roach here. Definitely dropping the Roach. I would expect that he's now playing some Harpy X on the board. Dropping the Roach. Let's see what we get for the Roach. Oh, we just got another Reaver Hunter. Wow. So in fact, we might just play all those. And then also play the NENNEKE. And get the Reaver Hunters back here. That's definitely a viable play. Gives us a lot of opportunities. For now we are just starting with the CIRI, of course, so spawning the Roach as well. That's 12 points directly on the board. If we go for triple Reaver Hunter, your opponent needs to invest quite a lot. And if he needs to invest quite a lot, he might be going down in resources quite a lot. So that is helping us for the last round. There are the Harpy X. Okay, let's just give him the Reaver Hunter. That's the first one. Going up to 8. There is unexpected another Harpy. So I will just give you another Reaver Hunter. Okay, he's locking one, which is totally okay. If we now use another Reaver Hunter here in the front row, we can just damage one of the units, but that's not that much, so I really like to just drop that one in the back row. So we are at 43, he's at 19. And going for the Gales. Let's see what he's going for currently here. So that will be some Frost in the front row. So he's constantly dealing damage now. You can just drop the Vernon Roach here if we like. And hit those two eggs so they are not spawning. Plus we of course get some blue stripes commandos here on the board. So 51 to 27. He's spawning another Harpy. So it is 51 to 30. And just a Imlerit. So that is dealing a lot of damage. That means we are still 1 ahead. And we're now passing, so opponent needs to play another card. So he's going down to 3. We are just getting the CIRI back, and just like that we have 1 card advantage. Plus he is getting 6 points on the next turn. On the next round, sorry. So let's see. I mean the CIRI is more useful than 6 points. That is 7 plus a gold card. The Adept. Do we want to keep that? I would say yes. That's okay. Yeah, looks fine. Let's just keep that. Finish redrawing here. So we can just start with the CIRI. That's just another Wild Hunt Hound. We don't care too much for that, to be honest. So let's just start with the CIRI. That's 7 points on the board. Opponent probably has the Crones in his hand. And that will be another 20 points. He's now dropping the Navigator. He's getting another Wild Hunt Hound. But there's no one left because he has played already 3 Frosts. So he's not getting any value out of that. And then it is obviously better with the Aradine to choose, for example, Wild Hunt Warrior here, Wild Hunt Rider, or the other Wild Hunt. That's more points than these 3 points from the Wild Hunt Navigator. And he needs to know his own deck, so he shouldn't have used that. Anyway, we will now just go for the... let's drop the Adept first, get some weather out, which is the rain, so drop that here in the back row, dealing a lot of damage. Going down to 13, plus if he has the Crones. Oh, he's eating that. Oh, that was 10. What are we eating? Oh, Frightener, interesting. So, that is probably another victory. Even with the Crones in his hand, we will see. So let's just go for the NENNEKE. Obviously picking up all the Reaver, this one, and the 6 as well. All the Reaver Hunters are now back in our deck, besides one that is still in the graveyard. And that is totally not a victory for him. We are just using the reinforcements, of course. Getting the Reaver Hunter here. And then just using the HENSELT and getting more Reaver Hunters. And no chance for opponent.
Men of Kedwen, attack! This is no time to whimper.
So far so good. So we have seen two excellent examples why the HENSELT deck with the Reaver Hunters is really strong. What we haven't seen is why the Reaver Hunter deck is not that strong. So there are definitely counters to the deck and they are countering the deck hard. So keep that in mind. Your opponent can just consume those cards out of the graveyard, the Reaver Hunters. He can just get the Reaver Hunters on his side. He can just kill the Reaver Hunters when they are just spawning on the board with some Scorch and stuff like that. So there are a lot of decent counters for the Reaver Hunters and that's why the deck is not top tier. It is definitely a strong competitor, definitely stronger than the other Northern Realm decks that we can currently play. And I would expect that with the buffs for Northern Realms with the balance patch, the class is getting stronger and will see more play. That will be exciting because right now, besides the HENSELT, you are not seeing that much more from Northern Realms on high rank system. Anyway guys, that's the end of today's episode. I hope you have enjoyed it. Don't forget to hit the like button if you have, and thank you for watching until the end. I will be back with more Gwent next week, so hope to see you then. Tune in and don't forget to also hit the subscribe button. See you guys then and have a good night. Bye bye.